CMPRadio.net. It's the station.
Smoking runts on the beach. Roll that stank up, Rakishi. Don't watch me, bitch, watch TV. UGP. Making movies, no PG. I'm in the back with a backwood. Niggas be frontin', I'm smoking the onion. I might cop a P if the back good. Stoner. I'm in the bay with the good weed. Niggas ain't getting played, niggas rookies. How you pee if you trickin' on pussy? My weed pink and it stink, dirty pussy. Unicorn rush got me stuck to the couch. Unicorn rush got me stuck to the couch. I got the munchies, these cookies from Burner, these not from the Scouts. 125 by 10s, I used to back up a pound. Then hit the block unannounced. Watch all that shit gon' sell out. Niggas know me for the good weed. Bitches love me for the good deed. I'm swinging that shit like a Jedi. I box it, then go board the red eye. I just copped the spaceship to get away from fake shit. Smoking with the Mandalorians. Rest in peace to my historians. Follow us, this is the way. High as the stars in the galaxy.
Follow us, this is the way. Mandalore planet, come fly with me.
Follow us, this is the way. High as the stars in the galaxy.
Yeah, follow us, this is the way. Yeah, Mandalore planet, come fly with me. Go. Took a hit of the indica with a bitch named Vivica. Chillin', watching the cinema. Hand on her thighs and I'm feeling her. She told me about India and how she was feeling her. Menage a trois, I'm thinking it. Yeah, that's how we vibe. 2 dimes at a time. Don't forget the Nikkle-Nine. My bitches don't get jealous. They just wanna kiss each other. Take a couple shrooms. Smoke bud, then we groove. See the Mandalorian.
Yo, what's up, everybody, man? This is the Cultivating Mature Positivity podcast with your homeboy, Uncle P. You already know. There's my picture. Hey, that's a nice picture. I like that joint, man. But, I got a guest today, man. You know, I don't even want to say he needs no announcement, right? Everybody know Nikkle-Nine, man.
Posse.
The posse, bro. You feel me? UGP.
UGP.
All right.
Posse if y'all don't know.
If you don't know.
God King.
Nickel, how long you been rapping, bro? Like
I say since the 7th grade. 7th grade.
7th grade.
7th grade. I was just into music. I used to steal my cuz CDs.
Right.
He used to keep these, remember them binders?
Yeah. With all the CDs in it? Right.
Yeah. And he was just into like, hella like lyrics and lyricism. So I used to always take the CDs,
right.
sneak and listen to them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's what got me to begin to write.
Right. Yeah. So you was in 7th grade. Started writing. You write poetry?
Yeah.
Right. Right. So that brought you on with the ladies. Then you figured out the ladies didn't really like poetry. They liked the rappers. You feel me?
Yeah, it's crazy because when I was writing a cappella, you know what I'm saying, that's how poetry, you write a cappella sometimes. It's not to no beat or anything. So, they wind up calling it deaf poetry. So I was been doing that.
You've been creative.
Yeah.
Right. So typically people could say you're not really from Chester, right? You're from the Lynn.
Well, yeah.
Right.
So we can
South side.
We can clear that up right now.
Let's clear that up.
Right. So I'm actually, born in Chester.
Okay.
I was born in Sacred Heart. If anybody knows where Sacred Heart is.
Right. 9th Street.
Yeah. So
right.
That's where I was born. But my first house was a woodland house.
Okay.
My mom is originally from the fairground. All my people's from the fairground.
Okay.
So when they got their vouchers, for their kid, they moved up Woodland. So.
And it's not your first time up here, man. It's not your first time here at CMPRadio.net. Let's say the beginning of the radio station you came through. We did an interview with you, Chucky Johnson, right?
Rest in peace, Chuck.
Yeah, rest in peace to Chucky, man. I miss him, man. Like, literally.
Yeah, he was funny, man.
Funny dude, bro. Funny dude. And literally, he was motivation for me. You know what I mean? Like that's when we were starting up Philly, man, he was like, man, we gotta get back to the city, bro. Like this needs to be in the city, bro. We need a radio station in the city, bro. Don't you feel what I'm saying? I said, yeah, I feel what you're saying. It takes a lot of money. He was like, man,
always pro city. He
always.
Like, trying to do something for the city.
Absolutely. Even if he was burning on you, it was for the city. You feel me?
That's part of it.
Right. So what we have now is you were rapping in the city. You feel me? Like let's talk about UGP. Right. That's where I want to go. Right. Underground Posse. That is your record label.
Yes.
Right. Currently, how many artists you got on that joint?
Well, currently, right now, I got 4.
Okay.
I have 4. I have my cuz Stoner. I got my homie Gaston, he's an R&B singer.
Okay.
And then I got my homies from Jersey, Craig. Shout out to Craig. Shout out to J Dot. You know what I'm saying? Right.
Gotta speak up a little bit. Can't hear you.
Shout out to Craig and J Dot. You
right.
Know what I'm saying? So shout out to Free too, Drew Free.
Drew Free, man. Shout out to Drew Free. He's in the building. He in here somewhere. I don't know where he is, but the music that y'all put out, right? How can you explain it? What kind of music is it?
I wouldn't say it's one sound because everybody got their own sound.
Right.
You got Stoner with the all straight Stoner vibes.
Right.
His name speak for itself.
Right. Self-explanatory.
You have, I'm more like your boom bap, your 90s vintage type, you know what I'm saying, rapper. Then you got my homie Gas, he from the West Coast in the Bay, so he get that Bay Area, feel.
The Bay Area vibe, right.
And then you got Jersey over there with Craig and J-Dot, you know what I'm saying, so they represent Jersey area, South Jersey, so it's this multiple sounds, it's just not, one sound.
Absolutely. So UGP started when you started UGP. You were here, right?
Yeah, I was here. It was right after the FLE era.
Right. What's FLE?
Fully Loaded Entertainment.
Okay. All right.
That kind of like birthed the UGP situation. So that's when it was everybody. It was me, Guns.
Yeah, man.
Ran,
yeah, man.
Easy. The list go.
It's a long list. It's literally.
Like no limit. We had a nice little 10-year run. Like I say, because that kind of when I got out of high school. We had a song by Jalil had produced it, Slam Dunk.
Mm-hmm.
From there, everything took off with the group, me, Mag, and Guns, and we wound up in a movie in Hollywood.
Let's go.
It was strictly just music from there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So,
You missed them FLE days?
Of course.
Right.
Of course. It was, that's when everybody was in there, was hungry.
Right.
Everybody was, it was fun.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody was just young. You know what I'm saying? It's like, when you young and you having fun, that's always going to be your best time.
Absolutely. So then we go from FLE, like explain your life from FLE until UGP. How long was the gap? Was it immediate?
Was it immediate?
Right.
Yeah, it was kind of immediate because so when we matured, everybody could do their own thing.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So I think the last couple remaining members was me, Guns, and Kane.
Okay.
And Kane did her thing, Guns did his thing, and then I did my thing.
Right.
But I looked at it from a business point as well as a music standpoint because I grew up watching Master P, do the independent thing, and I always wanted to do that. I always wanted to be independent. I always wanted to basically be my own boss and have artists and help out artists and to grow and do the same thing.
Absolutely. All while you're growing, right?
Yeah, exactly.
That's what happens. You've been, like I said, I want to put years on it because you're saying since 7th grade, bro. Like it's like 20, 25 years.
Yeah. And then most of it is recorded. Like you can go look it up.
YouTube.
You know what I'm saying? You can YouTube.
Wait, what's your YouTube page?
Underground Posse.
Underground Posse, man. Go check out his YouTube page, Underground Posse, right now. Listen to some of the music that's on there. Man, this is I've been trying to get you back up here for a minute. You feel me? But you've been on the West Coast. Explain that, like that move from Chester. You feel me? Like, man, I gotta go. I don't know where. Right? What was your mindset when you were leaving?
See, the first time when I went down there, it was for the movie, like I said, with Guns and Everybody when we was on FLE in our younger days. Right. But we was in Southern Cali, like LA. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of had a little, it was like a taste of California and taste of, opportunity. Different. Yeah, it's a lot of opportunity out there. So I kind of had it was stuck in my head. And then when I came back, because when we went to Cali, I was 21. I just had my first son. Right. You know what I'm saying? I was 21, but it stuck with me. So I used to always just pay attention to just regions and, how to go to the bigger audience. So that was another thing. So me going to California, it was also like I can have a bigger audience if I go here. Right. You know what I'm saying? So going to the Bay, though, is different than Southern California, though. It's two different cultures. It's two different type of sounds and they like 8 hours apart. So, but I was in the area where Tony Tone, that's where he.
It never rains, right?
Your E40 Too Short. You know what I'm saying? Marshawn Lynch. Yeah, I've been around all that.
Right.
So, but they have a different culture, but it's also black culture. That's where the Black Panthers
originated. Right.
I got to be in that field. It still felt like I'm around my people.
Absolutely.
So
wherever you go, you're around your people. Yeah. You feel me? I think, and I say it, and I don't say it to be callous. Sometimes you have to leave. Sometimes you have to get out, spread your wings, understand life, see different things. And that's why I say it's important for our children when they graduate high school to go to college. Yeah. Whether or not they think it's for them or not, you have to experience it to know whether it's for you or not.
Because you still can market your city outside somewhere else.
Absolutely.
So you look at Chester as a product. You know what I'm saying? You take that product outside your home. Like right. It's like the best way to sell your product is you might make money in your home, but you'll make more money if you leave outside your home. Right. But you carry that flag with you where you go. Like
absolutely.
Don't matter where you go. Even when I was in Delaware and Jersey, I carried the Chester flag everywhere. Right. So I go to the Bay, let them know, put them on in the city and let them know, I'm from Chester. They always try to confuse you with Chester.
Right.
Philly and
right. No, Chester.
Yeah. So you got to let them know, yeah, Chester. You know what I'm saying? We're a small city, but we're the first city of Pennsylvania. So that's another thing that you can walk with more pride on your back when being from Chester.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's where Martin Luther King got his doctrines.
Right.
It's a lot of history here.
It's definitely a lot of history here. And when you come from Chester, I feel like you have that it's not swag, but it's a certain level of understanding for things, right? I'm not going to take nobody's disrespect. You feel me? And I'm going to work hard for what I want.
Yeah.
So I want to say that when you were out west, man, you were working hard, man. I mean, constantly sending me tracks. You on the Sunday Chester, mix. You feel me? Like seeing you shoot your videos and everything that you were doing. Like how did that feel? Like to implant yourself in another situation and it's a different situation. How did you feel about that?
It was a test. It was like to see how really good I am. Right. You know what I'm saying? Not just home. Right. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of looked at it. I'm very competitive. So. It was a test for me to see, and then I seen that they gravitate to my music too. So I started making, connections just off the bat, just from being over here, because they like hearing people from different places with different sound and stuff. Right. So yeah, it wasn't hard to adapt. The only thing that was adapting to was not being able to be around the same people. You know what I'm saying? So that's more of the hardest part is. Like you want to do stuff with certain people, but you can't because they're not there with you. But you know what I'm saying. So that's why you always see me I still come back. I still make sure I tap in. Or sometimes I even y'all trying to fly out here. Look, I got y'all. You know what I mean? So I try to stay connected with everybody.
I mean, you should, right? I've been watching on IG La Russell, right? I think that's how you say his name. Right, and he doing concerts out of his backyard. So is he from the Bay as well?
Yeah, he's from Vallejo.
Okay, all right.
Vallejo. I lived out there too.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Vallejo and Oakland, they near each other. Vallejo is where Mac Dre and E40 from.
Okay.
So that's the Bay. You know, it covers San Fran, Oakland, Richmond, Vallejo. So it's a nice melting pot. You know what I mean?
So are you home?
Yeah, I'm here to work. I'm here to see my kids. My son play for the High.
Yeah.
Dre Jr. Shout out to Dre Jr. You know what I'm saying? So I want to catch these games.
Right.
I want to be
You want to be here?
Be here.
Just be here.
Yeah. So
Right.
I'll probably stay for like a month or two.
Okay.
Got my cuz with taco spots. Shout out to Duo Taco.
Yeah. Shout out to Duo. Name a better duo,
Yeah,
man.
So, yeah.
Absolutely. Rapping. What are you doing? You looking to work? You looking to make an album while you're here?
Yeah, that's I wanted that.
Homecoming.
Yeah.
Right. That'd be dope.
I want to create an album here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I also want to work with certain people out here. I want to work with producers that we got out here. I want to work with artists that we got out here.
Absolutely.
Shows with artists that we out here. So I want to work.
Yeah. When I see you, that's how I feel, right? When I see you always working, you always moving, right? And that's how you keep your name going, right? When you stop, literally, I tell people this all the time. Anything that you want is going to take you being consistent at it. You feel me? Like you can't do something. You can't show up to the bus stop at 4:45 and the bus come at 4:40 and expect to catch the 4:40 bus. You're late. So you got to be consistent. You got to make sure you're out there every day, on time, every day, every way. So with the rap, the songs that you come out with the people that you want to work with, like if you were to put a homecoming album together, I want you to name the top 6 artists that you want to work with in the area. And not by number, just 6 people that you definitely like their sound and like how they're working right now, and you want to make some hits with them.
I definitely want to work with CRMC.
Right.
CRMC, I think, I always like their music.
Absolutely.
Even though we come from a different era.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I like their music. Neville, of course, Neville.
Of course.
We overdue.
Right.
Definitely Ran. You know what I'm saying? So,
Maserati, right?
yeah, we can do something.
Cause y'all had a little beef for
Got my cuz, shout out to my cuz SG.
right.
Jay Jerks.
Okay. Definitely J Jerks. I fucks with J Jerks.
Guns.
Yeah.
Gotta
Right.
do something with guns.
Got to do something with Guns, man. Guns always working, man. I think they was out in Atlanta this weekend. That just passed. You feel, if I'm not mistaken, man. Guns always working, bro. Like literally, man. So here you are in Chester. You got your list. You got your people that you want to work with. Producers.
My fault. Producer.
You good?
Tone. Big Bully.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think me and Tone, even when he did My Life for me, that's like my favorite track, period. So, the Big Bully. Producers. Mac. Gotta get in there with Mac.
All Bud.
Of course,
Right.
Ja Lib.
Right. Absolutely. Why not?
I think we'll make some shit.
Yeah. So since we naming beefs, you feel me? We go back and forth. Like, how do you think that relationship will go? Like, do you think there's some things you gotta apologize for? You feel me? Or just be a man and say, yo, you know what I mean? I was wrong.
I don't mind. I have no problem apologizing. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Because we all ain't
Men.
nobody perfect.
Ain't nobody
You know what I'm
perfect,
saying?
right.
I look at like if a person sit there and tell you that they perfect, that's a lie.
That's a
right
lie,
there. You know what I'm
right.
saying? So, but I feel as sometimes beef be because like again like you can say one thing and by the time it get
To somebody else,
it's
right.
a whole nother story.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it get to that person and it be all crazy. So I used to get, people used to always be in my ear about different stuff. You know what I'm saying? And then, I just had to realize I had to get to the root of what was being said.
Gotta go straight to the person.
And go to the source. So it's not no real issue with me. Like, you know what I'm saying? You got disagreements. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
You gonna have those every day.
You know what I'm saying? And then you got beef.
Right.
Ain't no beef with nobody.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? got disagreements, but you know what I'm saying, maybe business differences.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But it ain't no real beef with me. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't got, you know, I got kids. Everybody got kids.
I'm trying to be here. I'm trying to see my kids. Right. Right. Literally. This ain't worth dying over. No. Just yesterday, we lost Takeoff.
Yeah.
Right.
It's crazy.
The footage of that, of what happened, is on IG. Have you seen it?
I watched the footage.
So I was watching it, and I was like, wow, we really, and this is what desensitizes us. And we think it's no big deal to see a brother with his brain splattered everywhere. Like, that was instant death for him, right? If you could have lived his life, he's 28 years old. How old are you? All right, I ain't even gonna get into that. If you could have lived his life, the success that he had, give me something different that you would have done, right? That he wasn't able to do. You know what I mean?
It's hard to say what I would done. You know what I'm saying? But at that age, with
that money,
surrounding yourself with the right people
is important.
Is definitely important. Right. You know what I'm saying? If you surround yourself with yes men, you'll wind up in a situation where you might be drunk that day. You might need that homie that's gonna be like, yo,
nah, we out.
We out
right,
of here.
Right.
You need other people that can peep the surroundings of the room.
Right.
And tell you, like, you know what I'm saying? And you got sometimes put your pride. Pride is another thing. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes when you got that much money and you got that much power, nobody really can tell you anything.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But especially like for people that been in the streets and stuff like that, like, it's definitely has to do with your surrounding. Like,
absolutely.
Especially when you got a lot of money.
Legitimately, when you have a lot of money, people tend to think that they know everything. And I was just talking a couple minutes ago to the young man I interviewed before you. He was talking about, having the right circle around you, right? When you get to a point where you're no longer teachable, can't nobody tell you anything. Literally, they say, when you're no longer teachable, that's the day you die.
Yeah.
You feel me? So, they were shooting dice. Me personally, I wouldn't have been nowhere shooting dice. Me and K Hunt was talking about it earlier. He was like, man, listen.
I said the same thing. I said the only time you probably would catch me shooting dice if I'm in a room with millionaires, like real, like
right.
Like
he said P Diddy got to call me.
We in like a
right.
business set.
No guns, no nothing.
We not doing this.
They said Quavo was losing. Right. Everybody always gotta say they say this, they say that, they say, but are they really spitting facts? Right. And we don't know the true facts about that situation, but we do know.
But this is, even if he was losing, this is a Grammy
nominated
person. Like,
he got millions of dollars. He good. You feel me? Man. And it just makes you realize how precious life is, right? How beefs turn into something else. I'm so glad that never happened. You feel me? For everybody that's included in, Fully Loaded, for Underground, you feel me? For Maserati Rand situation, for Amino situation now, you feel me? For Jalil situation, nobody ever got hurt from the beef. You feel me? And I want to thank you. You feel me? Because it could have went left. You feel me? You could have got mad. I remember a couple times you texted me talking about, but those conversations we had, I'm like, oh, what you talking about? Like, let's have a conversation. I was always willing to have that conversation with you, and I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you have an opportunity to work, to keep on working. I'm glad you name your brothers and you want to work with your brothers. And we've been trying to put a mixtape together for the city of Chester since I started the radio station. You remember me saying that to you? Yeah. That was 5 years ago, bro.
We definitely.
I feel like there are enough DJs. There are enough artists. Like, I don't want to be on the mixtape. I don't need to host it. We got Jay Sutton. Jay Sutton can host the mixtape, talk about different situations, right? Bring some levity, some comedy to the situation, right? But I feel like that's something we need to get done, and that's just for the rappers, bro. Like if everybody just hang with what they do and who they are, that's how you get to the top, bro. Nobody will ever make it by themselves. Nobody does. So everything that you've done, the experiences that you have, the experiences that Maserati have, the experiences that Amino has, T. Kane, you feel me, CRMC, everybody, it lifts the room. Yeah. And a high what is it? High tide raises all ships.
And I feel like, you know, we have to work together somehow. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the only way people gonna see where we from and what we represent. Right. You know what I'm saying? Is if we, you know, work together. You know what I'm saying? That's just the way I see when I be in bigger cities and all that stuff. Like I see how they have some type of unity. You know what I'm saying? And it benefits their city, you know.
Benefits everybody in that situation. Yeah. You feel me? Like, because they rolling together.
Yep.
I think we go back and we always say Atlanta, the Atlanta rappers, they stick together. Well, guess what? He didn't get killed in Atlanta. He got killed in Houston. You know what I mean? So not only are you outside of your zone, but you in somebody else's zone, and they probably talking shit and kicking shit, but you know, I don't know what happened. I just know that he is no longer with us, and it's a sad shame that he's gone. Yeah. So rest in peace, Take off. You feel me? Definitely want to send major prayers. I don't know how many kids he got. You feel me? Give your condolences to his family, but that's a major situation for him to no longer be here, man. So I want to know what's up with you, what you got plans on doing before you leave this city, like legitimately, like really. Like other than seeing your kids and all that other stuff, I'm saying from the business, from making music, because we got a track on here. You got it with Drew Free. We're gonna play that when we end the show. And I wanna believe that when you leave, you'll have a track for us.
Yeah, absolutely. That's why I'm trying. You know, I was here. You know, trying to get in the lab. I'm trying to get in the lab, find a lab to get into. So, who got the lab?
I don't know who got the lab. We trying to figure it out. And that's another thing. You feel me? I wish I could create a studio. If I had the money, I would, because there are so many talented OG Hattie, CRMC. You feel me? Like I had Dame the Great up here with his sons. You know what I mean? Everything that they're doing, right? There are so many people, man. I mean, Ocknell's, right? I go back. I go with Ocknell's and Dame the Great because that was my era. You feel me? 2000, 2004. And then after that, it was like, all right, I got to focus on me. Then I went upstate. I came home, and I was trying to figure everything out. But for everything that you are doing and everything that you want to do, bro, I want to tell you, keep moving, keep pushing. You feel me? We got to find you a lab so you can get in there. I really want to create this album. You feel me? And it's not for me. It's for the city. Yeah, you feel me? And all the rappers.
You definitely count me in.
All right. Shout out to Nikkle-Nine, man, everything that he's doing, man. Listen, man, he was out the West Coast. Now he's back home. This is a dope situation, man. This is the Cultivating Mature Positivity podcast with your homeboy Uncle P. OGGO just walked in. You know, I know y'all heard the door. Y'all saw him creep through. You feel me? It's cmpradio.net, man. The station of Chester. The voice of Chester. We're out of here, man. I'm going to play Nikkle-Nine, man. Drew Free.
Awesome.
Let's go.
Money, power, respect is what we live by. Hustling, robbing, extorting just to get by. You know the streets is watching what we realize. Better watch your back or let the doves fly. Money, power, respect is what we live by. Hustling, robbing, extorting just to get by. You know the streets is watching what we realize. Better watch your back or let the doves fly.
Block is jumping and this block be pumping. This is summer day. Clock is running. Soon as you stop, they coming. In and out like fucking. Plot is youngin'. He came up amongst it and he thrived in it. Although his guys didn't. You know that story and it's tragic. Cause his daddy tried to tell him what would happen. He was different. He had vision. Might it could have been a piston or a lion. But they tried him one day. Thought he was slipping. He wasn't. Got to his blicky. Start bucking and got up out of that. Phone ring. Pop on the line. This where to find me at. Hit me when you pull up, park outside of the laundromat. Walked in and went straight to the back. He heard the door unlatch. More guns than he had ever seen. Pop been in the game, although we never seen it. He told him, son, I knew one day we'd have to have this meeting. You been out here getting to it, I was always peeping. Always liked how you was moving, so I let you keep it. Been dropping jewels and now it's time to give you game. You my son and we the same. In the sun or in the rain, we gon' go and get some change. Trust none of these niggas and stay focused on your chips. And if I ain't told you nothing, remember that I told you this, nigga.
Money, power, respect is what we live by. Hustling, robbing, extorting just to get by. You know the streets is watching what we realize. Better watch your back or let the doves fly. Money, power, respect is what we live by. Hustling, robbing, extorting just to get by. You know the streets is watching what we realize. Better watch your back or let the doves fly. Count the money, then I break down the eighth. Roll up a blunt, then I blow it to the face. Plotting on this marathon that I'm about to race. Old school Chevy, looking like first place. Came up with the hustlers, hopping out fly coops. Grew up with the killers, always ready to shoot. The best dope boys was the ones who used to hoop. Now they moving weight, pumping right off the stoop. Yeah, alleys from alley-oops, it's a war going on. Rally up all the troops, you know strength comes in groups. Watch out for the moles who infiltrate to take control. Catch a snake, then you cut off the head. That means cut off his bread. Give him nowhere to run, cut off his legs. Watch him run off and beg. It's one in the head, I peel off they spread. Like Miracle Whip, this that lyrical spit. I speak the gospel, come and get your spiritual fix, nigga.
Underground gospel.